What up, though? So yeah, I was trying to figure some stuff out. I'm not that technically savvy. You know what I'm saying? I know how to do a few things technologically and all of that, but other than that, I'm still a caveman. Welcome to the nation, y'all. What up? What's rocking? I'm your host, your tour guide, the president and the king round here, Mr. Monster Man Rocco. How y'all doing? I'm the president. I said that right. I'm the landlord, owner, tenant, janitor. I mop the damn floor with you if you don't follow the rules. You already know the rules. Let me just get right into this. I don't want to take too long. So remember yesterday, or was it the day before, when I vlogged about the 50 Cent and T.I. situation, I asked, does 50 Cent, do we think he's losing? Do y'all think he's losing? Do you think he knows he's losing? And or do you think he cares if he's losing? Because this all just seems like 50, like he's I feel like one could argue, or many would argue, that he's taken losses before. I mean, it's not like he's cleaned everybody up and got him out of here. He's taken some losses before, but it feels like for him it's just a day at the office. Like it's like a basketball player. Like I've always felt bad for and admired athletes at the same simultaneously. I've admired them and felt sorry for them because as as a part of your job description, you could take a L every time you go to play. So, they don't let loss, they don't let it, they don't let a loss break them or hurt them the way, maybe a rapper would. You know what I'm saying? It's we have a bad show. Like if a rapper get booed on stage, like you go do a show and get booed, I would feel some type of way. I don't know about all rappers, but I that's you don't do not know established rapper. Not when you get somewhere in rap. If you somebody you feel like a celebrity, you go get on somebody's stage somewhere and get booed, you feel that loss, right? But as athletes, it's a 50-50 chance you go win or lose every night. And I feel like 50 carries it like that. It's all promotion. You understand what I'm saying? It's all, he's just going to do wow. He understands no matter what it is, whether win or lose, he's going to make a post. He's going to promote his brands, his cognac, and his so on and so forth. You understand what I'm saying? And to my surprise, I woke up to that. I had to screenshot this because 50 be deleting stuff that he posts. So I had to go back and screenshot this before son got fly. Try to, what I'm saying? Try to do a little hokey doke, hocus pocus. And he posted this, Sky Team winning with stars on 50 Cent he producing a new boxing drama, right, with stars. And his caption says, I know what you're thinking. How is this happening? It's very simple. I'm on fire. I'll take these L's. LOL. GLG Green Light Gang. Branson Cognac. He knows he's taking L's right now. T.I. done dropped another song. And all right, the first joint, the war song, like I only listened to it once. I admit I ain't even went back to it. I wasn't that, I wasn't, it didn't strike me. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't, but the second one he dropped, you ain't even tough as my son. That one I like that joint. That was when I first heard it, I didn't like it, but I kept listening. I'm like, maybe I'm being biased. I listened to it a few times. I really like that song. It's not like I actually do. Nah, I like that joint. He got busy. He got busy on that joint. The joint he dropped after that, I don't know. I don't like that one either. Didn't like that one. But this new one he just dropped, he got busy on this one. I like this one. You know what I'm saying? I like this one. I do. And I can't and King has been doing his thing on the other end. You know what I mean? T.I. has been on his. I don't make memes. I make music flex. His son King is like, well, I do. I make memes. And he been memeing. He been memeing the socks of 50 right now. If applicable. But yeah, and 50 is like, okay, he he appears to have admitted to taking L's. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I've seen anybody admit taking an L ever in beef. Drake has not admitted to taking an L to Kendrick yet. The fans have well, Drake fans haven't admitted to taking the loss. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But yeah, son, that's what it says right here. I'll take these L's. LOL. GLG. Green light gang. I see somebody in the comments. I'm reading from the screenshot. I could go back to the post to see if it's still there. But you know, some people are responding positively to it. You know what I mean? Like the big boss moves and all of that. Mimi the Queenie said, I'm crazy. What you mean I'm crazy? Somebody said cancel 50. How many people have you robbed last month? That's funny. That's funny. I'm saying, what'd you say? You just proud of the South rap? Listen, I like this song. I mean, so 50 is, I mean, T.I. in these 4 songs that he just dropped, he 2 for 2. Like 2 of them I like, 2 of them I'm not so fond of, right? But I've always been a T.I. fan, and we know 50 is not going to rap. I already told I'm positive that we at a place where you could just make a record like about 50 Cent. It's going to you know, people going to pay it some attention. You know what I'm saying? People are going to pay it attention, but just understand if it ain't good, 50 still has a strong fan base, and they are going to smoke you for it. You understand? It is what it is. They're not going to care. So just just be on your P's and Q's for that. In other news, I mean, in the king sector of the smoke, paperwork has showed up on 50. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if I don't know if this paperwork is real or if it ain't, but it don't look good. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it 100. You know, I don't know I don't know. I've asked this question a few months ago on another topic. Like, is 50 bigger than the program? You know what I'm saying? And and why I bring that up right now is like because if this paperwork is real, will it hurt him? You know what I'm saying? Will it hurt him? But even so, uh, in this day and age, people are running around here accelerating, still ascending, still, I don't know, still eating out here with that kind of dirt on their jacket. So is that a part of the program now too? I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying. I'm asking y'all. You know what I mean? Everybody running around with the streets is dead, this, that, and the third. Listen, I'm not in the streets no more, but I have street nigga tendencies and street nigga DNA. I'm sorry. I'm still growing. You know what I'm saying? I'm still growing. So, I'm not cool with that. I wouldn't like if that's not I don't condone that. You know what I'm saying? See, like, look, I'm reading the comments. Somebody said, nowadays ain't no street codes. So if that's the case, then if this paperwork is accurate on 50, then it's like, yo, be with the it ain't no he not even violating the program because people just do it. People is just doing what they want right now. in regards to all of that. I happen to um know that in this day and age that anything can be the AI the AI generated world we live in right now. You know what I mean? I remember some paperwork came out on another big rapper, and it was everything was looking bad. It was another rapper from New York that everybody loves to hate, right? And I'm not going to say his name in this instance because I don't want to reignite that, but it was, it was some paperwork floating around on him, and to the people who hate this rapper, they was like, yes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, pardon my two watches. I'm just in my crib, you know what I'm saying? Just being stupid. It say OG. But anyway, let me take one off. Hold on. Anyway, people was very happy to be able to dig a grave for this rapper, right? And then I don't know, like I believed it was real. The person who was pushing it out there was somebody I considered to be a real one. You know what I'm saying? Turns out that it was fake. The person who was pushing it out there was like, I thought it was real. I didn't know it was fake. So, just going from experiences, I listen. LOX. Salute to Jada Styles and shit. I'm just living off experience. You know what I'm saying? I'm just living off experience. I'm not talking about Troy Ave or Casanova. If that's what y'all doing, if y'all just adding that to the conversation, then absolutely. You know what I mean? If Casanova had paper, if he had fake paperwork on him, then that's exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know. I don't know that to be true or untrue. But yeah, let me see. What'd you say? Uh, and switch their flight, wings on their back, no Red Bulls, rock bars. Salute to you. Is that Monster Energy? It's the Monster Energy and the Mule Kick. Like when I read them, sometimes I can't even like the melody, the flow, and the cadence don't boot up at the same time. It's like it's still loading. Um. So yeah, but so the paperwork. Also, I've seen something where they said that basically 50 did something similar to what Ti did in regards to his like some conditions to one of his sentences. They say he had to create some sort of commercial, some anti-crime commercial, whatever. Now I never saw that. I never saw that commercial, but just it was a report saying that he agreed to do that you know what I'm saying, as in a condition of his sentence. Now I will say this. I saw this as well. Let me see something. Let me check this out. Rule boy job. Appreciate the compliment. Ti does some things well that I don't do well, as like that hustle talk. I'm not proficient in that the way Ti is. So I didn't live that. I lived more Jack Boy, goon life more than hustle. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has their strengths. I'm not that competitive no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know that I ever was that competitive. I had some, there's some competitiveness, to me, but I don't be caring what niggas doing. We can't all eat. Why not? Yeah, King. Yeah, we all have seen Ti snitching commercial or whatever. We never seen 50s, but it's not King who's speaking. I'm like this was somebody else. It's there was somebody else. When you start watching these things and you go down the rabbit hole, you find yourself seeing all kind of videos, on the topic, so on and so forth. But a lot of people talking about it. So it was like an old news report where somebody was talking about it, you know, Somebody was some real officialitized news reporter voice was doing it. I don't know if it was actual Channel 7 News or whatever, but it wasn't King that said that. It was just King that found it and put it back out there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe listen, I know I know dudes who had to do community service and didn't. You know what I'm saying? It was part of their sentence. They found a way around it. And just paid somebody else to do it. I mean, weird, stranger things have happened. But here's this. I saw this earlier. I don't know who this person is. Salute his. I mean, his Instagram handle is Polo Frost. But I saw his post, and this is what it said.
Somebody made a post that says the real reason 50 Cent won't do a versus with T.I. 50 Cent, 46 million monthly listeners. T.I., 14 million monthly listeners. This level's big dog. And his numbers killing T.I., and T.I. is still putting out music. This is equivalent to Victor Wembanyama going to play a high school player one-on-one in basketball. What are we doing here? Then if they want to do a versus movie for movie, 50 Cent win that too. You can't call a nigga scared to do something when it just ain't worth his time. Don't get me wrong, T.I. very successful. He done did his thing. And this compare the run that they both had when they were both super relevant in music. 50 Cent was like when COVID hit. Like the whole world was locked in on 50 Cent. T.I. never had that motion. 50 Cent came into the rap game beefing.
Anyway, I never look at the numbers, so I didn't realize that there was that much of a gap, that much separation in the professional motion. But it is to be considered. Let me say 50 looking like Drake weak at, but at least Drake went in the booth to fight back. I don't see. All right, respectfully, let me tell you this. Like, and this is hold on. Let me finish reading your comment. Uh, but at least Drake went in the booth to fight back. I don't care about all this BS money moves. He acting like a female on that time of the month. Listen, if I curse Kevin Durant out and he make videos doing basketball drills talking about, but you can't hit a three. Kevin Durant is fucking tripping. Excuse me, YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if I'm not on, and then I think people who subscribe to the culture, there is levels to our hip hopness, and I'm not saying this as a disrespect or whatever, but I'm saying like people who are actually rappers and people who are actually, for lack of a better word, tough, ain't gonna never really give a what about the opinions of other people, because it's like, how you gonna make like you can't. I'm not rapping only because I'm trying to put this in. I'm trying to put this in a way y'all will understand it. Like, it's a symptom of my ADHD, right? Of ADHD, right? I haven't been officially diagnosed. All the stuff I be talking about, I ain't officially diagnosed, but soon, right? But it's a symptom. I forget what it's called. Where it's like, if you tell me to do something, I could have been planning on doing it already. Don't tell me I gotta do it, because now I'm not doing it. Now my feet won't even move in that direction. Sorry. You understand what I'm saying? It's for some people, it's just so important to do what they want, but it's even more important to not do what you want. And some people are like that. And to real ones, to those who know, to those who are who are like-minded enough, who are in a certain space or cloth, we know it don't matter. It don't matter. Just like the toughest, like what y'all saying right now, like what something I've blogged on many times. The most psychoest nigga in the world In the street, got 32 man downs out there, will be a rat. You know why? Because can't none of y'all do nothing about it. He's still tougher than you, right? You understand how, rest, you got some, let's take a Alpo or whoever was notoriously was a notorious killer, but turned out to be, you know what I'm saying, to have snitching on their jacket. Some of you, like, they never cared because you couldn't do nothing to them. Now, granted, like, you know what I'm saying, something eventually did happen to Alpo or whatever the case may be, but I'm just speaking to the mindset of how so many times some of the most dangerous, niggas with the most men with multiple man downs will turn out to be a rat. Cause it's like, what you gonna do besides get on the internet and call me a rat? You ain't gonna never see me in real life and say it to my face, is how they feel. You know what I'm saying? So, same thing. Like the leader of the gang, whatever gang, be breaking all the gang rules. Trust me, it happens all the time. They don't care. The rules is for y'all, not for me. I do what I want. It's the mentality. And I'm not excusing it. I'm just explaining it. I've seen this way of thinking all across the board in many forms, in many realms of life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've been here 21 minutes. That's long enough. If you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. If you're trying to be a taxpaying citizen, hit the bell for all notifications and hit the Bandcamp link if you rather hear me rap than to hear me yap. Yeah, spell things correctly. Helter Skelter, not Helter Skelter. It's an A and a H. It's the A and a H. It's Monster, not Monster. It's an A. No ERs, no ERs, no ERs. And it's BCC, not BBC. Pause protesters, get your ass out of here. The rest of y'all, welcome to the nation. We out.